soil, that is red and yellow soil. So before dealing with red and yellow soil, let me tell you that red and yellow soil are not two types of soil. I am talking only about one soil, and the name is red and yellow soil. And I will be explaining you that why this soil is called as red and yellow. So before that, let me tell you about the formation of red and yellow soil. So children, this red soil, it develops on crystalline igneous rocks. Now what is this crystalline igneous rock? Crystalline means made up of crystal, and igneous rocks means the rocks that are formed recently or newly formed rocks are called as igneous rocks. So this red soil, they develop on crystalline igneous rocks in areas of low rainfall in the eastern and southern parts of Deccan Plateau. Means where the rainfall is very low, where the rainfall is less, in those parts, in those areas, we find red and yellow soil. Children, it is also found in parts of Odisha, Chhattisgarh, southern part of Middle Ganga plain, that means the Jharkhand area, that refers to southern part of Middle Ganga plain. Children, why this red and yellow soil is red in color? It is red in color due to the diffusion of iron in crystalline metamorphic rocks. Diffusion of iron. What is this diffusion? Diffusion means movement of anything from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. That refers to diffusion. So when iron is diffused, then as a result of which the color of the soil becomes red. So that is why it is called as red soil. And the question is why it is called as yellow soil. It looks yellow when it occurs in hydrated form. So when hydrated form means moisture content is there, when rainfall is there, when rain is there in wet areas. Why it will be wet? Because of the presence of rain, because of the presence of moisture content. So when moisture is not there, when it is not in hydrated form, then it looks red, and when it is in hydrated form, it looks yellow in color. And children, since it is basically found in areas of low rainfall, it is not possible to grow agricultural crops. One cannot grow agricultural crops because rainfall is very less, and in areas of low rainfall, it is not possible to grow agricultural crops. So in these areas, plantation crops are grown. So in red and yellow soil, plantation crops like tea, coffee, they are grown in red and yellow soil. And children, let me tell you that they are not as fertile as alluvial and black soil, but there are certain minerals that are found in this red and yellow soil too. So this was all about red and yellow soil. Now children, let's come to the fourth type of soil. So the fourth type of soil is laterite soil. Laterite, children, this laterite, it has been developed from a Latin word, later, which means brick. So this laterite soil, it is having the characteristics with that of a brick. Have you seen the brick? What is the texture? What is the texture of brick? It is very rough. When you touch the brick, it is very rough. So similarly, this laterite soil, this is also very rough. Now let me tell you about the formation of laterite soil. Children, the laterite soil develops under tropical and subtropical climate with alternate wet and dry season. And this soil, this is the result of intense leaching due to heavy rainfall. Now what is this leaching? Children, leaching is a process in which due to heavy rainfall, the top layer, the top soil, that is washed away. Due to excessive rain, due to excessive rainfall, the top soil or that fertile one, that is washed away. So that process is called as leaching. And this soil is the result of leaching due to heavy rain. Children, similarly is the case with this soil. When the top soil, when the top element, the fertile element goes away, then this soil becomes rough, like that of a brick. Children, laterite soil, they are mostly deep and they are acidic in nature, and generally they are deficient in plant nutrients, means the nutrients for the growth of plants are not there, since it is not fertile. Why the nutrient of plant is not there? Because fertility level is not there. These are not fertile. They don't have the properties of fertile land. That is why it is not fit for growing plants. And children, in such areas, evergreen deciduous forests or trees can be planted. And children, it occurs mostly in the southern states of West. It occurs mostly in the southern states, the Western Ghats, regions of Maharashtra, Odisha, and some parts of the West Bengal and northeastern region. So the question is that why it is only found or generally found in areas like Western Ghats or Maharashtra? Because in these areas are prone to heavy rainfall. There is high or heavy rainfall in such areas, and as a result of heavy rainfall, what happens? The topsoil washes away, and as a result of which this soil is formed, this laterite soil, which is very rough, because fertility is not there. The topsoil, the fertility is lost, it is washed away. So this is about laterite soil. Now let me tell you some of the characteristics of laterite soil. Children, they are poor in humus. So agricultural plants, they cannot be planted. Humus is not there, fertility is not there, moisture content is not there. So these agricultural plants, they cannot be planted, and they are prone to erosion and degradation. Since they are not fertile, they are not fit for agricultural crops, they are more prone to erosion and degradation. Children, since it is prone to degradation, it is prone to erosion, but after adopting appropriate and suitable soil conservation techniques, particularly in the hilly areas of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, the soil is very useful for growing tea and coffee. Plantation crops can be grown in such areas. Also children, the red laterite soil in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Kerala, they are more suitable for growing crops like cashew nuts. So this was all about laterite soil.